Hey guys, thank you for joining me today on Godspot. I want to talk to you about identifying and avoiding toxic people. In 1 Samuel 18 verse 1, as soon as he had finished speaking to Saul, the soul of Jonathan was knit to the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him even as his own soul. David and Jonathan are worlds apart. You know, Jonathan had his armor, he was trained in the art of war. With David, all he had was a shepherd skin and a sling. That's all he had. Jonathan grew up wealthy, David grew up not so wealthy. So there's a lot of differences, yet their hearts were knit together. You see, David had just killed Goliath, and there was something about the larrikinism and the cheekiness of a young boy going against a 9-foot giant and killing him that David stood out. And so Jonathan was knitted to him, and they become very good friends for the rest of their lives. And despite their differences, they were arguably the best of friends and most talked about in the Bible than anyone else. The fact is proven here, we all need friends, no matter what walk of life we come from. It was Robert Louis Stevenson, he said, "No man is useless while he has a friend." The poet John Donne said, "No man is an island." So the bottom line is, we all need each other. And better still, we need friends both for the short term and the long term. But there are a group of people we need to avoid, and that's what I want to address today. And these are toxic people. These are people who are very draining, they're unsupportive, and they're difficult people. And they are one of the greatest life's challenges we have, of avoiding them and not letting them manipulate us. And so, as I've spoken about this, I'm sure somebody might have even come to mind. Even now, there's a name in your head and you're thinking, I know someone just like that. Well, let's break this down a little bit and let's identify them, because the first thing you have to do is identify a toxic person to know what to look for. Firstly, these are consistent patterns of behavior. So consider this: they always speak badly about others. They've never got anything good to say about anyone. They're negative. For every opportunity, they have a problem. They lack compassion. They take up too much of your time, constantly having drama going on. They lie to you. Again, it's a pattern, not a once-off. They criticize you to your face and even to your friends. They talk more than they listen. They're always playing the victim. They lose their temper often. They feel they have the right to be right, and they're out to win every argument. They treat others poorly. They are self-obsessed. They're always trying to control you. And many times they do have addiction issues. As I said, you're probably thinking of a name that's popped in your head right now. Well, I want to challenge you. Isn't it time you stopped that relationship? Firstly, to avoid a toxic person, you have to identify them. Secondly, you need to say no. No to that friendship. No to that relationship. If you've got someone in your life that every time they call, every time they want to get with you, you dread that moment, it's quite probable and quite possible they're a toxic person. You need to avoid them in every way you can, because you deserve better. You deserve wonderful, supportive, loving people in your life. Over the years, I've gathered a group of men around me who are really good friends. They support me when I'm down. They support me when I'm up. They're in there in the good times, and they're in the bad times. And they're always encouraging me. And I've found that these are the best people to align my heart with. The toxic people, I've learned to cut out. You just don't need them. They're not going to help you. I hope this morning that this has really helped you and talk to you. And I hope it helps you choose your friends wisely. Avoid toxic people and move on and make sure you get the right friends in your life. I hope this helps you. Hit the like button, share it with someone else. Thanks for listening.